Hello, hello. Whew, might go a little early today. How's everybody doing? Do I sound okay? Tech check, tech check. Good morning. I apologize if I sound a little rough. I think I'm coming down with like a little summer cold. I realized last night as I was going to bed, I think, so I apologize if I cough and shit all day. I don't know why. In God's name. I very, very rarely ever get sick, like maybe once every 18 months. I don't know why today had to be the day. How's everybody? Oh, upgraded diapers for the baby boy yesterday. I love those milestones. We just making those little consistent tracks of progress developmentally. They're the best. And there's especially early on, like the first like 2 years, they just come hot and heavy. The kids constantly discovering or doing something new, constantly reaching a new milestone. It's pretty awesome time. Over birth weight now, that's fantastic. Sounds like you got a healthy baby boy. Meeting in 5. Wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi. How you doing? I hope the meeting goes well. No heart out for you today, Marnette. Okay, that's great. And good luck today, by the way. Morning, sir. How's the day starting off? Good, Affinity. I was just telling them, and you, I woke up, I think I'm sick. I think I was going to bed last night. I think I was wondering if maybe I was getting sick, and then today, yep. I am sick. Definitely. Cut 2 fingers yesterday at the joint on either hand. No clue how or when. That sucks. Who let their rats out? I did the same thing like 3 days ago on my finger here. I got 2. I just looked down and because my finger hurt, and I had 2 slices going across the top. I don't know where they came from. I wasn't doing anything. It's a mystery. Maybe there's an invisible ninja or an invisible samurai who's just going around making tiny cuts on people. Just left Jacksonville from visiting family. Nothing changed. Still sucks. Yeah. It was a good place to be it was a good place to be like 12 years old, though. I really enjoyed Jacksonville as a kid. I don't think I'd be into it as a grown-up. Mario Party March is not going to be fun while sick. Sorry, Jeff. Oh, that's okay. I'm not like super sick or anything. I just have a sore throat and feel a little tired. My voice probably sounds off, but other than that, I'm good. Which reminds me, mods, I have a hard out today at, let's say, 10:15, so I can flip over and get ready to record Mario with the boys. Yeah. What's up, Honorific? What's up, Kraylin? It's Wungus Bill. We missed you on the break show yesterday, Wungus. Got into baseball watching the break show. Saw my first Tigers game during spring training while I was on vacation with my family. Hell yeah. I'm actually feuding with Major League Baseball right now, so I haven't been enjoying the season much, although I did watch a little bit of the Dodgers game last night. I'm just so frustrated and flustered with the state of MLB.TV and the instantly making it hard to watch baseball that I've been listening to Tigers games on Sirius XM. That's how I'm going to enjoy baseball in 2026 on the radio, like it's 1946. It's been years, Honorific. I've been here. I'm glad you finally found us. Hopefully you'll stick around. If you haven't yet, check out the Regulation Podcast. That's the main thing we do, Gavin and I. And that's Regulation's a lot like Achievement Hunter. So if you liked Achievement Hunter, you'll probably like Regulation because the 2 main creative forces of Achievement Hunter are running Regulation. Not running it, or a part of it, because everybody runs Regulation equally because we are egalitarian. But, thematically, it'll feel very similar to you. But maybe better because we're better at it now. What's with everybody saying 5 in the Mario Party episodes? Am I out of a loop on something? Yeah. It is an old joke. I don't know how old. Maybe somebody in the chat might know. Maybe 3 or 4 months old. We were doing some stream or video or something, and we used 5. I don't even remember why. We used 5 as a check. It's like as a call and response. Like as soon as I say 5, you say it, and then we'll judge the distance between us both saying it to see the delay. Better at comedy, maybe not at video games. I'm not trying to be better at video games. If you want good video games, go watch Ray and esports. If you want funny video games, as we've said since day one, we are professionally bad at video games. Hearing you talk about reading Infinite Jest has inspired me to tackle the book as well. Looking forward to experiencing the 64-hour audiobook. You know, it's so funny you say that, Tricky, because I was on the toilet this morning thinking, I haven't done Infinite Jest in a day or two. I probably should get back to it. And I'm in, I don't know, a couple hundred pages in now, I guess. And I'm further than I've ever been. But they say that the footnotes wear you down, and all the footnotes talking about drugs are wearing me down. It's just such minute detail, and I assume it's accurate, but it's meant to be intellectual speak, and it's just grinding. But they say it's becomes a part of it, and that you learn to love it. So, thank you for the sub there, Best Turtle Mars. Just want to say thank you for being such a positive influence on me at a very impressionable time in my life 15 years ago. Oh, thank you. Hopefully, I was a positive. My career spans positive influence and negative influence, so hopefully we landed in the right place. It's an important book, but goddamn, it's unreadable. Yeah, I'm a book freak as well, and this is the 5th time I've tried to read it, maybe 4th time. Furthest I've ever gotten, but it's hard to maintain enthusiasm for it for sure, especially when the heresy guys are on the planet murder. The re-release 22 Cells in Nuremberg late last month. Very important read. Oh, okay. I was walking back into a room and thought you said positive nipples. I might have. I remember feeling like I needed to read Lord of the Rings and felt bad for struggling with it. I agree. I love Lord of the Rings, and I have read it, but it's a long, dry read. I think The Hobbit is a much better read, honestly. If I was going to go back and read any of them again, I'd definitely read The Hobbit again, but I've read it a few times. Hamstroker's Ejacula. What's up, dude? I'm on the wrong train and I'm going to be late for my job interview. Thought I'd pop in and see you and cheer myself up. Hell yeah, I'm glad you did. It was good to see you on the stream yesterday. Did you guys see that? The camera was shaking. The ground must have been shaking. I was sitting perfectly still. Oh, but I'm about to have an earthquake or something. Weird. You read The Hobbit and thought it was long and dry, then buckle in for Lord of the Rings. They are much longer and much drier. It was. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Listening to Andy Serkis read Lord of the Rings would be pretty awesome, I bet. Nebraska Earthquakes. That sounds like a band. When I try to read some classics, man, it takes me so many attempts. I feel like I'm saying to myself, I'm supposed to like this. It depends on what I'm reading, and it's language dependent. But I tend to prefer American classics to anything, just because of windows into different times in our society, in our country. But I know what you mean. I've had some I've tried to read Paradise Lost so many times, similarly to Infinite Jest, and the language just kills me. But if there's a book where the language is difficult, like maybe Heart of Darkness, I remember feeling was a little rough, but I fought through it, and it ended up being one of the best books I've ever experienced, and I've read it a few times, and Lord Jim as well, and fell in love with Conrad. But it took me a minute to punch through the language, and he was writing in a second language. Crazy. Have I ever tried writing a boom? No. I assume you mean book. I've written a lot, actually. I wrote the Fuckface Cookbook, if that counts. I wrote, produced, and helped write 5 RT Comics books. Well, probably 4 of them. I didn't help as much on the last couple. I wrote Celestial Glorbosus. Yeah, that's true. Gavin and I wrote a smut treatment. I wouldn't call it a novel. A chapter of a smut book called Celestial Glorbosus, which you can get on Amazon. But yeah, I've thought about it all the time. But it's something that'll have to come later for me in life. I'm Jace Hammercock. Did I see CJ McCollum's almost buzzer beater? I did. Didn't count, though. Didn't count. Okay. We should probably get into it. Oh, 23 weeks pregnant and you finally started feeling the baby. Congratulations, Wally. That's awesome. What's up, Phallus? Have you read the Bourne trilogy? I read the first one. No. I read the first two. Yeah. I liked the first one very much. Like, I was surprised at how much I liked it. I liked it more than the movie. And so I read the second one, and I didn't like it as much, and so I didn't continue the series. But the first one's a great book. It really is. If you've never read The Bourne Identity, it's a great, or whatever, I think that's what it's called. It's a great book. And the movie's good, too, but it's just really solid. Are you liking Dave the Diver? I'd love to get back there someday, but God knows when. Was it fun catching up with Ray and Jeremy the other day? And Matt? It was. It always is. I see them outside of work sometimes. Not Matt and Jeremy. I see Ray every once in a while. We get dinner sometimes. I probably see Ray out of that group of people. I probably see Trevor, Ray, Alfredo. And I don't really see anybody else. In terms of frequency. Like Trevor and Alfredo and I were riding bikes a little bit there for a while, and so I'd see him on his one wheel or whatever a couple times. Ray and I would say, like, every 4 or 5 months we'll get a dinner or something. But I hadn't hung out with Matt and Jeremy in a very long time, or BK. And I saw BK at a wedding, I think. But yeah, I hadn't seen Matt and Jeremy in a very long time, and that was awesome. Two of my favorite people. Do you see Ray as much as you see Gavin? I work with Gavin. That's the secret. If you really want to see somebody, start a company with him. You'll see him too much. Thanks for the sub, C. Scott. See you in a minute, Kiku. Hey, what's up, Joker Joe? I hope my butthole works better than yours when I'm your age. I hope it does too. I wouldn't wish my butthole on anybody. Have you heard of a game called Scramline? I'd love to see you all play it sometime. I haven't. What's it about? Instead of guest stars, could we have a recurring show called Guest Anuses? Probably not. Do you see Eric more often than you? I see Eric, I think, the exact right amount. I like Eric a lot. Eric and I bicker and we fight as a part of content, but I really like Eric. There aren't many people I'd want to run the company with more than Eric. And part of the reason why I think Eric and I are a good duo is because we do so well together and we work so well together. And that's been developed over, I had a rule at Rooster Teeth that any production I did for the last few years that I helmed, right, I would only work with Eric as a producer. That's how I feel about Eric. I put a line in the sand and said I won't make content without him. I won't make content that he's not in charge of. And that's not a slight to anybody else in the company. It's just that he and I just work so well together. And like I did Annual Pass. I didn't helm that. I did the Annual Pass and Ben Ernst ran that. And Ben Ernst is awesome. And I love Ben Ernst. And he is one of the best. And he's doing a tremendous job with Stinky Dragon. And so I don't want to feel like a slight to anybody else. It's just that I worked really, and I still work really well with Eric. He's very, very good at what he does. He's annoying at times, but aren't we all? God knows I am. And that's part of the problem is I like to be annoying and I like to annoy Eric. So Eric's no bullshit. That's what you need in a producer. Eric is genuinely one of my favorite people. He's so funny and creative and talented. Well, let's not get crazy, but he's pretty good. Eric was the one who took some warming up to, but now I love the guy. Oh, he's the best. He's just the best. He can be the worst too, though. Eric's busy, dude. Like, Eric does regulation, which is a full-time job. It's the only thing I'm doing anymore. I quit So All Right? I ended that, so I'm doing, well, except for selling T-shirts, which, by the way, new Jeff stuff came out yesterday. Jeff Ramsey at a store. 4 new products. He does regulation, which is all I do. And he does 100% Eat. And then he does creating character. I was going to say Wrestling with the Week, but it's not called that anymore. Creating character. Then he does his live AAPW hosting. And probably some other stuff, but that's what I can think of right now. Those are all big jobs. Those are, that's a lot of work, those jobs. He's going crazy all the time. Run, run, run. I was in that mode when I was his age too, where it was just like, you can't work enough. There's not enough hours in the day to do all the stuff you want to do. Thank you for this sub, Mr. Sistafista. And I hate to see him. I hope he's not burning the candle at both ends, because I definitely was. But we talk about it a lot, and he seems really capable of it. But yeah, he's a busy dude. And I remember being that busy at his age, which isn't that I'm like, incredibly older than him, but I got him by about a decade or so. When I was in my late 30s, I was fucking balls to the wall. I made so much stuff. The only thing I knew how to do was work or drink. And so, thank you for the sub, E-Night. Oh, also, before we get started in TCG, I loaded it up this morning, and I loaded up the right file, but it was like 6 p.m. the previous day. So I finished the day out. So the results will be a little bit different. I bought a card that I didn't buy on stream. I spent some money that I didn't spend on stream, but we'll start the next day like we're supposed to, day 67. I don't know why the game lost 3 hours of gameplay, or 3 in-game hours of gameplay. Well, I'll tell you what. Ichisoto. Hope I said that right. Ikisoto. Ikishoto. I appreciate that. I loved So All Right too, but I can do all that here on stream. Like, if you guys want, we can talk about anything we talked about on So All Right here. I'm happy to do that. That's kind of part of why I ended it, was I felt like I was scratching that itch over here. That's not the only reason. I feel like I over-explained it in the final episode. So if you just listen to that, I feel like I fucking ran it into the ground. But for instance, I watched a movie last night. What's up, Mark? I watched a movie last night called Messiah of Evil that I just found randomly on Amazon. I have Amazon with MGM Plus because I was into those ninja movies for a while, and it has opened up so many old horror movies I've never seen or even heard of. And this movie, Messiah of Evil, not a good. It's a cult. I think it's a cult classic. I don't know if I'd call it a good. I would call it a good movie. It's flawed, of course, because it's a low budget horror film, but they do some really interesting stuff. It's about a young woman who is estranged from her father. He's an artist, like a painter. She wants to reconnect with him. He has moved to this town called Point Dune, little island coastal town. They never say where it is, but I get the impression it's in California, upstate California, maybe Northern California. And she goes to his house, and he's not there, but she finds his diary. And then it feels very Evil Dead 2 in the sense that she's learning about what happened to him through his diary as he's kind of slowly thinking he's going mad. And it's just it's an evil town. I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you see it, but she meets some people. She lets them stay with her. She continues to look for her father. The town is a roadblock. People start dying. It's very sinister and evil, and lots of bad stuff happens. But there are some really cool themes in it. And there's a particularly good scene in a movie theater that I don't know that I've ever seen done as well, where a girl goes in. She's like the third lead in the movie. She goes in to catch a movie to kill some time. And she goes in the movie theater, big ass movie theater. There's a person at the very front, and then a person like to the right a little bit at the front, maybe 2 rows up. And she goes, so just like her and 2 other people in the theater. And she goes and she sits in like dead middle, maybe 3/4 back, maybe halfway. She starts watching the movie. She gets sucked in. It's a cowboy movie. And then slowly you just see her. You don't see the film. You see her. And slowly, like, a person will come in and sit down, and then another person will come in and sit down from the back, and she's not noticing him. And then before you know it, she turns around, and the entire theater behind her is filled with people that are just sitting there kind of looking at her. And it's very well shot and very cool, and a very cool scene that I wish we could see done again at some point, Maybe it has been done again, but really, really interesting, and I thought really well executed. And there's a couple of other scenes in there. There's a scene where, like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but they're in the house, the dad's house, and the ceiling has these like frosted windows, like a glass frosted window top. And you look up and there's just all these hands and people, shadows on them, and then they bust through, and that's fucking crazy too. Really cool. Thank you for the sub, Bendir. And It was made in 1971, wasn't released in the U.S. till 1975. It is an American film, but it was written and directed by a husband and wife duo. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but I was looking them up on Wikipedia, and they also wrote Temple of Doom. Yeah, they wrote, and it was something else they did that I was surprised by. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, they wrote, and then they did something else kind of big. I can't remember what it was now. You'll see it. Look it up on Wikipedia or whatever. Anyway, that's what if I was still doing So All Right, I would be doing an episode on Messiah of Evil. I promise you, because I was really, really taken by it. And now that I'm done with that, because I had just watched a movie called Let's Scare Jessica to Death, that brought me to Messiah of Evil. Now that Messiah of Evil is over, I need to find the next old horror movie I can watch. Amazon is a treasure trove of old horror films. It's really great. Yeah, I played the Indiana Jones game. It's awesome. I think there's DLC coming out this year. All right, let's get into the game. This game, though. Oh, wrong mouse. Remember, I got to be out of here at 10:15. So as I said, it's 8 in the morning the next day. Unfortunately, you know what? Let's have this guy restock. Let him do that. We'll figure out what we need to buy. You. Probably you. You. I'll buy more of you. I'll buy more of you. I'm going to replace you with something else when you sell out. I'm going to replace you with more comic books. Book 3, maybe. Although Book 2 is not selling particularly well, so maybe I won't. We'll figure something out there. I don't think we need that many mats right now. All right, let's check out. Not a lot to buy. Not bad. There's the things to do in GTA 5. Well, we called it that because it kind of is the spirit of it, but it was just a live stream we did where we challenged each other to do different things in GTA. It was last Friday's GTA and live stream, and I thought it was really fun. We've been really enjoying using the co-op room to all sit on the same sofa and like pass the controller back and forth. So we've done a couple weeks in a row of games that are conducive to that. It was the GTA Speed 2 weeks ago, and then last week it was just us fucking around in GTA 5 challenging each other to do stuff. We made a wheel and everything. It was pretty fun. I think it made a really fun video. Made a really good video, hopefully. Marnet struggles to find books they get into. I hear you. I struggle to find time to read all the books that look good to me, unfortunately. I'm like a kid in a candy shop with books. Yeah, I'll believe you there too. Fuck it. All right, bud. We are just about ready to get this ball rolling. Probably fuck with that a little bit. I don't have any oranges, do I? No, out of oranges. Dude, they fucking love the oranges, though. They really do. The oranges and that one board game just never sit on the shelves. What's up, Walter White? Good luck, Barnett. Or Mr. Sistafista. Sorry. Have you read Clive Cussler? He wrote Sahara. No, I don't think I've ever read Clive Cussler. I've not read Sahara, at least. I know of him. I don't think I've ever read any of his stuff. I like horror books, for sure. $50. Voice almost cracked on that. Oh, man. I'm glad. If I'm sick, I'm glad I'm sick. Because I was feeling weird yesterday, and I couldn't figure it out. Because I get sick so rarely, I don't always recognize it. And I was like, once you get to a certain age, you're like, everything feels like cancer. You know, you're like, I don't know, what kind of cancer do I probably have? I think it's just a cold. I do audiobooks and physical books. I tried Kindle for a while, but I'm back on real books. Audiobooks are good, especially for stuff that I wouldn't probably get through physically, like Infinite Jest, but if it's a book I really want to get like sucked into, I gotta read it. We're gonna open so many fucking packs today. I don't even care. I don't give a fuck. We're just gonna do it. Blood Meridian, Jesus, man. I can't read Cormac McCarthy. His shit is too dark for me. I'm just not wired to handle that much stress and drama, I think. It affects you too much. Cormac McCarthy stuff just like, it just sits in your stomach after you read it. Wait, So All Right would do great as a live just chatting. It was so hard with RT as a community member to connect without being OG that I think this more personal stream space could really help you bounce about your ideas. Whereas So All Right, you recorded, you said previously, just to talk to yourself about something until you can't. Yeah, it's true. Well, that's why I like this stream. Is that, like I said a little bit earlier, mummy. I like Dickhead. I like the streams because I feel like I get a lot of the same So All Right vibe, satisfaction from it. I love you guys. That, and you get to play TCG. Yeah, but Mummy, I'd be happy not playing TCG. I mean, I'm happy playing TCG, don't get me wrong, but I'd be happy not playing TCG and just talking to you guys for 2 hours. That would be fine for me too, but I think that after a couple of days of that, you guys might be fucking bored to death and looking for any other streamer on Earth, so Mummy probably won't do that. Can we get a song of the stream? You know what? Martha, we do that Mummy, we do that every stream. I forgot to give you one yesterday, but we do that just about every stream. And so, yes, of course, I will give you a song of the stream today. Is he just about done, big guy? Let me see how we're doing over here. I need to populate these last 10, but... Oh, this feels good. This feels good. It feels like, yeah, it feels good. Okay, let's pop some of these bad boys down. We'll go Destiny. I believe those were Destiny cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just do these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta say, I don't know if it's just the YouTube channel maturing or these streams in particular, but these streams are fucking killing over on my YouTube archive channel. Every one of them gets like... Yeah, right. You hit the button too many times. Every one of them gets like... when I was doing Roadcraft, they'd get like 800 views. Every one of these streams gets like 2 to 3 to 5,000. I don't know if it's this game or just the maturation of channel and stuff, but I'm really enjoying that. Oh. That's better. Yeah, I'll give you a song in a second. Let me get past this. I got a bunch in my phone just for this occasion. No. I didn't mean to do onesie twosie. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Fully stocked. Fully stocked. You're doing great. I think we're ready to go, bud. Really only, I'll be real. Bosco says, I'll be real. I only started watching because you ended so all right, and I'm enjoying the chill nature of the streams. Oh, thank you, Bosco. I enjoy the chill nature as well. I like waking up and hanging out with you guys every morning. I wish I could do it 5 days a week, but schedule just doesn't allow. There's a YouTube channel that does Lego brick films, and a while back they started a series of Blood Meridian videos. It's pretty. That's very funny. Definitely not a book I would think would lend itself to Lego, but I guess so. Thank you, past Mark, for keeping a clean workspace work shirt in the truck for rainy days. Congratulations, Mark. You're thinking ahead. Jeff, I'm moving today. Congratulations, baby teeth. Where are you moving to? Not specifics. I don't need your address. We don't want to dox you, but you know. Mark looking out for Mark. You gotta look out for number one. Okay. Song of the episode. What do we got? The fuck is this? Oh, it's videos I was sending Gavin. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Today's song is by a band. Oh, thank you, Greeky Foolbirds. Today's song of the episode, we'll get to it early, is by a band. Let me delete it. It's called It's Not Easy by a band called Ofege. Ofege. Okay. Sorry, the fridge was open. I was just listening to see if it got closed. Our fridge got problems. Thank you, Enzo, for the sub. Anyway, Ofege, Ofege. It's Not Easy. They are a Zamrock band from, I think it's probably early 70s, late 60s, probably early 70s. And it's just a really awesome African rock song. If you're not familiar with Zamrock, I was really big into it on So All Right for a while. I talked about it a lot. Kind of came into it through Mr. William Onyeabor, and then have been just exploring it since. And Ofege is one of my favorite Zamrock bands, and it's a really, really, really good song. And you'll listen to it, and you'll go, why have I never heard this song before? If this song played on a radio in America, it would have been huge. And that's how root canals are tough. They're the worst. They are... it's mystifying to me that so much of Zamrock missed America, because a lot of it is a lot better than the stuff we were making at the exact same time. Man, I was gulping that coffee. God, I don't want to be fucking sick. That's annoying. It's so annoying. Y'all fuck with Israel Kamakawiwole? I'm not familiar with them. Should whoever finally finishes to get to the chopper race in GTA get a get out of Greg card? Nah. Those are rarer than that. Have you ever listened to any Against Me? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've seen him play a bunch. Was huge into them. Reinventing Axl Rose and The Eternal Cowboy. As The Eternal Cowboy were two of my favorite albums at that period, you know? Evelyn, At Least Walking Is Still Honest. Sink, Florida Sink. I mean, I'm a huge... I wouldn't say I am a huge Against Me fan, but I was a huge Against Me fan. And I appreciate them still. And I think the Laura Jane Grace stuff is really cool too, but I wouldn't say I follow it anymore, you know, just in a different place in my life where I'm not as into aggressive anarcho-punk music as I used to be, but that was one of the catchiest, coolest bands of a generation. And they put on one hell of a live show. I saw them on the Reinventing Axl Rose tour, and it was a fucking awesome show. But I didn't like their major label stuff. And that's not because they went to a major label or anything. I just didn't like the way their sound expanded as much. I don't know. I really loved how raw and bare bones they were initially. It's kind of what I'm attracted to. Is there a time limit set for how long a video can be for blindsides? No. If I wanted to make like a 10-hour blindside, I could. But I mean, You have to think. You have to think in terms of when you do something to a group of people that have the ability to turn it around and do it back to you greater. You're really careful what you do with your bullets. You know, you don't want to fire a comedic bullet into that group that then turns around and gets fired back at you 10 times worse. So, yeah, I take that into consideration when I plan things like blindsides. Slam 2 packets of emergencies. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of emergencies, but I already took some Dayquil and a allergy pill just in case it's that this morning. So I'm good to go. Hey, bud, I think we're good on. Let's main counter it, and then you know what? I'm gonna let your secondary today because you did a really good job that one day. I'm gonna let your secondary be. Refill tab. There you go. Okay. Okay. I think we're ready. No upgrades to do today. Although at some point, I think we could move this in a little bit, and then we could have a wall full of cards. I think that's what we're going for. But we also have to expand more. We're sitting on a bunch of money. Let's sit on a bunch more money and see if we can expand it into a ridiculous amount so that we can do some real heavy renovations. No way. It's Ackerman. Akumarin. 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 Mark says, I listen to songs in Spanish, German, Italian, different other kinds of Spanish, Japanese, Korean. I'm blinking on what the name of the Irish language is. Gaelic. French, patois, and some other ones I can't remember. Yeah, I listen to a lot of, similarly to Mark, because I appreciate him. I'm a man of the world like Mark. I like Zydeco a lot. Listen to a lot of Zydeco. So I hear a little bit of French there. I listen to, I've been really into some Japanese hardcore bands and experimental bands. There's this Japanese band called Bleach that I think I did a So Alright, or I talked about them in a So Alright, or at least did them as a song of the episode, but they're fucking tremendous. And I got a bunch of others who I couldn't tell you, but I definitely don't think I listen to as many languaged music options as Mark, but I'm really into like Korean and Japanese hardcore right now. Nah, I don't want it. What you got, bud? This is like Slick Eric. Not. I always thought Matt Murdock, but today he looks a little bit like Slick Eric. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fill these tables, boys. There you go. I got too many tables. I can't keep them full. I need to put some money in advertising. Can I do that? No. Lots of reviews. Reviews are looking good. Would y'all ever sell an official regulation hat? I would totally buy it. We do sell one. We sell the patch hat. It's out of stock right now, but it'll be back in stock in a couple months. We've ordered it. But yeah, we sell the patch hat. And then you can change out the logo to whatever you want. Had a run on bats this morning already. Knew we had more. Any timeline on the metal shirt restock? It's on order, so probably by the anniversary. We're trying to get everything ready for the anniversary, so hopefully it'll be here by then. And if it's here before then, we probably won't sell it till then. So I guess look for anniversary. You haven't missed it again. No. I mean, we've sold it twice, but there is a third one coming. What the fuck am I doing? Did I ever find out what time the anniversary stream is going to be? I don't know. It's too far in the future. Hey. I guess Eric hates when you market or advertise y'all's company. I don't know what his problem in the break show was yesterday. Probably because we just haven't coordinated and, you know, it's kind of a piecemeal right now between he and I, and we haven't really sat down and he probably just didn't want me to overpromise something. Oops. I'm sorry. I wanted to buy that. I am sorry. I feel like a jerk now. I was looking forward to that card. Piss rats in honor of Eric. I think the stream will probably be later in the day, but I don't know. I don't want to feed you bad information, you know. And I'm glad today's Tuesday and I don't have anything to do after. This would have been break show day, but I don't have anything to do after I record. Mario, which is good because what the fuck? How are you sneaking in? Yeah, I'll have to reposition that. Every once in a while, somebody sneaks through. Where'd he go? Nonsense. Oof. Oh, I do have those in storage. Hold on. What we but no. God, I want that other card deal back. I blew it. I blew it. Oh, did I not price these? Dummy. Whew. The illness is really setting in. I'm feeling shittier the worse the longer I go. I can't even talk. Oh, fuck me, man. I do not want to feel bad. That sucks. How fucking annoying is that? What do we got here? Plenty. Perpies. Perpy Sparkle. That's you. One. I had more than that in there, it said. Must be multiple boxes. I love you every day. Always put my love arms. It's not easy. Okay. I guess I don't. No, I must. It said I did. Unless I'm... Does I read it wrong? Weird. I thought it said 10. Maybe it said 1. Well, that definitely says 1. That definitely says 1. Yeah, it must have been 10. I must have just looked at it wrong. Or 1, rather. Never let you go. They always fold. My high pressure sales tactics. It's psychological warfare. Hello? Yeah, sure. You want to give me more for less? I'm not going to stop you. Oh, yeah. What is this? Red dice? Go find these bad boys. Ooh, got some frame rate there. My brain's moving in slow motion this morning because of this fucking illness. Weird. I could have sworn when I scanned it, it said we had a bunch. Must be losing my fucking mind. Jeff, now that you've been watching NHL a bit, have you figured out your favorite player yet? I like Larkin, I guess. I like all of, most of Detroit, Edmondson, Larkin. Those are good dudes. Yeah, Dylan Larkin. There you go, sad cap. .370 in Wisconsin. Have you figured out why everyone hates Tom Wilson? I don't think so. What do we got here? I'll give you $12 for it. I think we've hit some sort of a threshold where we make real money. We've slowly built it up to a successful business where We're making actual cash. All right. Let's get our last purchases of the day in. Why did that guy wait to let the other guy? He was first in line. Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you want? No. You guys okay back here? Good. Expensive, is it really? Yeah. Worth it though. It's a big card right there. Datsuyuk. He's the best. Pavel Datsuyuk is a Red Wings legend. If you go to any Red Wings games, his shit is everywhere. I think that's Burn Dog's favorite player, actually. He's done a lot of, like, exploring the history of hockey, and he's really, really into that dude. He watches highlight videos a lot. Sure. I'll do that. What are we buying? Nice. A lot of money today. Okay. Level 50. All right. At level 50, I feel like we've probably unlocked a lot of stuff. There's probably a lot of modifications and changes we can make. Probably a lot of improvements we can do. Let's go ahead and save. However, I'm fading fast. It's getting sick in real time here. And playing the game and talking to you guys is making me nauseous. So I'm gonna stop playing for a little bit and just chat. I can't really go anywhere for a bit anyway. I may down for maybe I will for a little bit before Mario. Yeah, Mario. But I can hang out and just shoot the shit for a few minutes first. Woo! What month is this? April? When the fuck you get sick in April? Sleep stream. Would ripping packs help? Looking at the game is not helping. So I think I had a banana earlier. I probably should eat some more, but I did have something. I made 3D printed pencil cases with my kids' initials on them for Christmas. That is so cute. Must love tacos. That's awesome. I miss the. You remember the age in your life when a pencil case felt like something? Like you were happy to have it. It was yours. I miss that. I don't want to be 7 again or 6 again, but I miss that. First person game sickness finally got to you. Yeah, just. Whew. There's just a little bit too much to do while not feeling great, I guess. Playing my video games too much to do. It's so hard. I can't talk and play video games at the same time. It's a hard career, and I don't feel good. My tummy hurts. Man, shut the fuck up. What are your thoughts on Tatum's comeback? Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. It's about what I expected. I trust him. I trust his process. He's never led me astray. He's a straight shooter. He's not an embellisher. He's a hard fucking worker. And given how quickly they were able to get him the surgery, they were talking about how this was going to be a revolutionary turnaround anyway. And so I was kind of expecting it. And then to have him come back, and I didn't think he'd step foot on the court until he was ready. And he's pretty fucking ready, apparently. Is it bad I tuned into the stream at work? I think most people are doing that. Hard out at 10:15. I won't make it to 10:15, but thank you. Yeah, 10:15 sounds great. We'll see. Work from home game, rise up. 2010 and 5 is crazy after coming back. Yeah. He's had 2 triple doubles and a bunch of almost triple doubles since he's been back. Do a lot of professional athletes go over to Europe for treatment? It was a very in vogue thing to do 10 years ago. I know Kobe was a big proponent of it. He'd go to Germany every time he was hurt. But I know Luka went to Europe. I don't know if that's NBA players going to Europe for treatment or if that's Luka going to Europe because he's European and feels more comfortable over there. You know, I don't know. But it also could just be that they have better treatments. Streams have replaced morning out radio. Hell yeah. Currently spraying the house for fleas, so I enjoy listening to the stream. Yuck, that sucks. Why pay for treatment here when you can go home to Europe and get it for free in a civilized country? I think that they have specialized. I don't know if it's like stem cell treatment or what, but he's going to get some specialized treatment over there that should reduce the timeline of his return because he's he was playing the best basketball of his life up until he got hurt, and the Lakers were looking like a fucking problem. But then he goes down, Reeves goes down the next day, and then there go their chances in the playoffs. Hey, I just watched golf. Had a good time watching y'all have a good time. Thanks, Rhino. Stem cell is the treatment, yeah. Would you guys ever do a fishing jamboree in Sea of Thieves? We've talked about it. What I want to do in Sea of Thieves, but it's hard to get Andrew in it. He likes it, but I think he likes it so much he doesn't want to make content out of it or something. But I would like to do. There's all kinds of rare fish to catch, you know? You have to catch under certain conditions, and Andrew needs a bunch of them. I think it'd be fun just to try to catch Andrew's fish that he needs. Try to create the conditions to do that. Sprained my knee last week, and I really miss having rehab staff when I played sports to give immediate physical therapy. Yeah. We'll do another fishing jamboree in December or January, probably. We've done 2 now for regulation, so I imagine it'll continue. Playing safer seas. Yeah, of course. Sad to say, Giannis will probably be in New York next season. I don't know where he'll be. Be interesting, though. Are you a Bucks fan? Are you prepared? Are you excited to have Karl Anthony Towns as your star? Crimson Desert fishing's pretty fun. Not like most fishing mini games. Nice. I'll get to it. I really want to play Crimson Desert. I really do. I really, really, really do. I watch so many clips of it on TikTok that get me excited about it, but Octopath Traveler is the game that's never going to end. I'm 95 hours into that game, and I still have, it feels like a meaty amount left before I get there. Oh, I'm so fucking sorry to hear that, Rhino Hyde. Jesus Christ, man. I hope you're doing better, and I hope you're managing okay. People have strong opinions on fishing. Best fishing game I ever played was Dark Cloud 2. Silk Song 80 plus hours and still more game. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And the problem is with Octopath, it's all good. I'm enjoying every bit of it, you know? It's a really well-written game. The story's amazing. Complex and multi-threaded, and it must have been a hell of a lot of work to figure out. An in-person fishing jamboree? Yeah. Rhino, that's very funny. That's a great attitude to have. I tell people I'm all right. It takes them a minute to get it until I point at my left. That's very funny. Jeff, would you ever do an advice stream? I feel like we're doing that. I feel like every stream is an advice. People ask me advice all the time. Is it bad that when I read that they lost a leg. I tried to make a joke to alleviate the mood, but I immediately thought better of it. No, I mean, that's shows empathy, Mark, which I feel like you have in spades. I've always gotten that impression of you. Debatable that what Giannis has done for the city of Milwaukee may be the most a single person has done for a city in sports. I'll have to think about that for a little while. It's a lot of sports history, a lot of different sports. I have to think about that just in terms of basketball. He's certainly done a lot for the city of Milwaukee. Who would have done more? What single person would have done more? For small market, probably, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, y'all did have Oscar Robertson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, though, and you did win a championship with them. But yeah, you know, it's not a small market team, but it was historically a very shitty team. I just may feel you may disagree with this comparison, but Steph Curry's done a lot for the Warriors as an organization because they were a mess before him. Am I still a Celtics fan? I'm such a Celtics fan that I can touch 5 to 10 things from this spot that are Celtics related. My dad had diabetes. It killed him. I'm sorry to hear that, Rhino. Hopefully you're managing it well. Medicine has improved tremendously since my dad died. The dude has a mural on one of the buildings in downtown. Yeah, in Milwaukee. If he leaves, he'll be down. Yeah, LeBron had a mural in Miami, and the second he left, they defaced it. I saw it. Curry changed the game of basketball with his shooting. Yeah, but I just think like the Warriors are a premier NBA team now. And I think it's only because of Steph Curry. You know, no offense to Steve Kerr or some offense to Draymond and Clay, but no offense to most of those other guys. But Kerr's a hell of a coach, but that's Curry. And I mean, it's a perfect storm of the right pieces that fit together. But the Warriors before Curry and the Warriors after Curry are an entirely different franchise, and it's all because of him. And similarly to the way Milwaukee is, I don't know which is, wins the battle, but all right, Lost Nails. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. Okay. All right. I think I'm okay. I think I'm feeling a little bit better. Let's try again. Let's try to do one more day. We can do this. We can get through one more day. Then maybe I'll leave a little early to take a break before I stream. I mean, before I record Mario. Oh, shit. PSA submission day. Let's plop these bad boys down. What do you think we got? Oh, let's get the others too. Do them all at once. Whew, it was a big submission. All 10s and look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 10s and a 9. That is a hell of a lucky submission. Oh, shit. How do I... Wait, how much is he worth? Nice. Okay. Go put you where you belong. Look at that. Look at those bad boys. Hell yeah. Collection goes strong. All right, for you, for right now, while I'm doing this, why don't you restock shelves as your secondary task? Okay. All right, let's see what kind of money we're going to make off these 10 cards. Nice. 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 Wow, 1,300. 126. Big boy, 38. And then, of course, this. Should we reprice this guy? 1430. I feel like that's more than I was selling it for. Okay. You might watch the break show yesterday. That was a fun one. Getting a lot of feet cards in the mix, but those we opened up a box of Ghost Whisperer cards. Who knew such a thing existed? Because Andrew found them and was excited about them. And we pulled a a Jamie Kennedy auto, which was ridiculous, and we pulled a Hillary Duff relic, a piece of her shorts. So now we own a piece of Hillary Duff shorts. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. Mark says, my mother-in-law is coming back into town for the next 2 weeks, and it's now my goal, starting today, to be out of the house as much as physically possible. Start picking up extra shifts, Mark. The most dramatic scenes from the Ghost Whisperer. I've never seen a second of the show, but I'm intrigued because of Andrew and those cards we got. First time chatter, Dan Big Spice says, Jeff, going through a rabbit hole and catching up with all the old age boys and what they're up to. Working right now, but we'll try to tune into the stuff when I can. Love that I can still keep up with my childhood entertainment. Hell yeah, Dan. It's good to see you. And check out Regulation Podcast if you get a chance. That's the main thing Gavin and I are doing. Pays the bills. This is just to promote that and spend a little time hanging out with y'all in the morning. It's our morning crew. It's like this is the equivalent of, like, I don't know where your town, what it's like in your town, but where I was growing up, every morning there'd be a bunch of old dudes that would eat at the McDonald's or the Dairy Queen and just sit and have like their breakfast and just shoot the shit. And it was like a hangout place for old people that had nowhere else to be. I feel like that's kind of like what my stream is. I get to hang out with you guys because I have nowhere else to be. Woo woo. All right. I'm not replacing you. I will replace you. We have you, so he'll stock you. And then you. Damn, dude. That's not bad for a day. Oh. Oh, fuck. Are they still there? Great. Forgot to check over here, too. Boop. Christ. Met your new boyfriend's parents over the weekend. I adore them immediately. They gave me an Easter basket and made me all emotional. Oh my God, that's great. That's so great. Meeting the in-laws is such a scary can be such a scary thing. And when it goes well, it's the most relieving feeling in the world. I'm so happy to be welcomed into Emily's family and to be made to feel like to be made to be a member of the, not feel like it, just to be a member of the family and to be treated like a member of the family and to be loved and supported and cared for by those people it's pretty fantastic to get to be a part of an additional family, you know? It's a very lucky thing. I'm glad that it's going well for you guys. I'm being compared to old dudes at McDonald's. I always just wanted to have nothing to do with but hung out when I was a kid. I actually used to do that with my dad as a kid in the summer. Hell yeah. Dude, nobody's having more fun than 7 old dudes laughing and drinking coffee at a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Dairy Queen at 8:30 on a Wednesday morning. I promise you, those dudes are having a better time. My in-laws are very conservative. Ouch. Mine are not. I don't have to worry about that. My both previous sets of in-laws were pretty conservative, but my wife's family are, if anything, more liberal than I am. So, it's nice. They're very warm and progressive and good people. Oh, very. Yeah, very. They were very conservative. Her dad was very conservative. Real conservative. Okay. Should we start the day? I think I'm good for a day. I think we'll get through today. I may leave a little early just to collect my thoughts and to maybe lay down for a bit before we... Oh, dude. I need you... Hey, man. I need you on the counter. Hey, Jeff. Wondering if I could get your opinion on job stuff. I got furloughed last month, and I'm currently looking for new opportunities. But my ideal job is woodworking crafting. How do I balance working in my established field for a reliable income and pursuing what I would enjoy doing more? Bills are still a thing, and starting my own business would be a huge step down in pay. Any advice? Let me read that again, Devil. Hey, Jeff, wondering if I could get your opinion on job stuff. I got furloughed last month, and I'm looking for new opportunities. But my ideal job is woodworking crafting. I mean, can you look for a job in both fields? And who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky finding a woodworking job that pays the bills. I don't really know much about the industry, unfortunately. How competitive it is, or how difficult it is to land a job in woodworking. But I mean, I think first and foremost, you got to feed yourself and take care of yourself. And sometimes we have to have day jobs that we don't like so that we can do that and that afford us the time to do the passion projects. You know, I didn't enjoy working at Telenetwork for the 5.5 years I did, but I did it happily because it afforded me the opportunity to create Red versus Blue in the background. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have any useful advice other than you got to take care of yourself and your family. You know, you got to pay the bills, and then you might be able to do that woodworking if you can find a gig. But there's nothing stopping you from getting a job in your chosen career field that pays the bills while you develop your craft on nights and weekends, which isn't ideal. I understand. Believe me, I know. I used to get home from work at like 5 p.m. and then I would work on Red versus Blue and Rooster Teeth until like 3 in the morning, and then I'd have to be at work at 7 a.m. again. I don't recommend that, but cabinet makers do well, I hear. Do you think Jorky likes his ex's parents? I think he does. I got that impression. He thought that they were lovely. Fucking Jorky, man. I hope that was helpful in any way whatsoever. I really do. But also, if you don't have a family and it's just you and you're young, you know, if the conditions are right in your life, you could take a flyer and a chance on something. Harder to do when you have a family. 2 to 3 hour sleep life is rough, says Resgress. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's definitely something that I was capable of in my 20s that I could not do now. Let's submit these cards. All right. I've been holding on to these for this moment. Idiot. 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 Stupid hands. This is going to do me in, just trying to do this. I can't get my fucking stupid fingers to work right. Fuck it, might as well, right? We'll do slow on these. Take our time. Ooh, we're gonna be a 7-day gap there between submissions. We'll put something in between that 5 and 12 days when we get some. When we pull a big card or we buy a big card. Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Would you please man the counter? We'll be with you in just a second. I apologize. I'd love to make that trade. All right, he's here. He's here and he's ready to go. Plenty of those. Plenty of those. That's probably fun. Okay. Is he good? Good. What you got? No. You really need to save it for the scanner. Yeah, it's been just as helpful as they told me it would be. Have you ever listened to an artist named Ren? I don't think so. Like MC Ren, the rapper? From NWA? Daylight savings kicked in there. No worries, Mr. Fedora Mustache. I understand how that goes. Devil says, I appreciate your advice greatly. I always try to look at things from multiple perspectives. I love what you do, and I think it officially makes me a comment leaver. You are absolutely a comment leaver. Your regulation listener status has been filed away for safekeeping, but you are now amongst the comment leavers. Congratulations. Let me know what you decide and what happens, man. I want to know. Why is he... All right, you need to fucking cool it with man the counter. Your secondary and your first tertiary. All right, we got it now. I don't have it. I wish it did. Why are you stinky? We got stinkies in here? No. He's sneaking in, just stinking on in. Where'd you go? Where's the stank lady? She leave? Get you on the street. You stinking in here? No. Wow, he was really refilling one. The decision making there to leave a line to restock one item is subject. The Big Push. Never heard of them. I've heard of NWA. What are we doing, Jeff? We're struggling. We're on the struggle bus. Trying to get through the day. Just talked to my therapist about NWA. Well, there you go. Have you ever listened to Devin Townsend? No, I don't think so. NWA, the music group? Longest Bill says, Jeff, you're going back to your point on old dudes chatting. My go-to spot is a local pub with a superb tea selection. It's where I get most of my reading done. My favorite other regular is an 89-year-old Irishman who always dressed to the nines. I have a well of stories to share. I learned so much just from talking with him. Hell yeah. It's one of the things I miss about bars is like there's people to talk to and there's interesting people and characters and stuff. And I used to love to just post up and read at the bar back in the day. But dude, we're definitely buying this. $15.88 I'll give you. And now we have our new PSA submission. It is one of the things I miss. I'm not doing that. I'll do 4 days. About bars. And I thought after I quit drinking that I would still go to bars because I do enjoy the fellowship. And I'm going to be so off from what you're expecting for this card. There's no way you're going to say yes. Yeah, I didn't think so. But it turns out I can't go to bars and hang out. It's just not a healthy place. Not that it's going to tempt me to drink or anything, but it just doesn't work anymore. The magic is gone. The allure is gone. And bars smell weird to me now. Drunk people make me uncomfortable. And bars smell weird. So I no longer do that. Now I drink. Now I read at coffee shops. I found that to be a much safer spot. Once again, not that I was like in danger or anything, but you don't want to. I don't know. You don't want to make yourself uncomfortable for nothing. Thank you for the sub, London. Really appreciate all the subs today. Anybody that subbed, you guys are. You have no idea, but you're helping me put my daughter through college, which I really appreciate. Yeah, that's a sick cough. God damn. Thanks for the sub, Jono. Fuck. I was sober for Lent and completed 40 days without alcohol. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. No, thank you. I feel like I always, besides college, had a healthy and responsible relationship with alcohol. I wish I could say the same. But my uncle died young from liver failure a few months ago and has really put me off drinking at all. Thank you, Inhuman, for the sub. Yeah. It's definitely not a healthy lifestyle. I'm glad I got out of it when I did. For sure. Hey, I got plenty of these in storage. Let's go find them. Let's go track down the pigs. Plushies, plushie. So when it says nothing, and it says I have 6 in storage, and then I see none here, I'm going to guess that's because I have 6 over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's put a new stuffed animal in. We haven't bought anything new in a while. But today we upgrade. We're going to do him today. I didn't buy it. that right? Let me see that again. No. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's see if I find that one fucking card. Guys, I'm really happy with how well we rallied there. We weren't feeling great for a minute, but we really fought through it. I think it says a lot about our resilience and toughness. You guys are a tough chat. Good job. Get them perps. It is perps, right? Yeah. No, we got you. But where? No. Yeah, I do need those. But that's not what we're looking at. Huh? Where'd they go? Ah. Where's the last place you look? Have you seen or played a game called Contraband Police? No, I'm not familiar with it. $40,000 in the bank, guys. That's aspirational wealth for a small business owner like me. Ah. Oh, no. That was dangerous. I could see a smell cloud coming. Hold still. This will not hurt. Anybody else? Get you before you even walk in the fucking door. Need $20 for it. Seems fair. No problem. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Our boy's done for the day. He's clocked out without saying goodbye, as he tends to do. So we will man the cash register for the last few customers. What do you... I just don't. I can't. I'm not going to flip it. I appreciate... I'm sorry. It's just not... Yeah. You guys take your time. Finish your game. Wonder if I can... Should be time for... A lot of customers still. I don't mean to scare you off. Do you know that you and you could be brothers? Might be brothers? There we go. Oops. Is that what I wanted to do? Yeah. Okay. Ah. Contraband Police pretty fun. Hold on a second. Let me wrap this up. Yeah, I'll give you $4 for it. Okay. Sell you this. Okay. Look at those awkward people sitting at the different tables instead of playing with each other. I know. I want to find a way to get them together. Maybe I still think they might be related. Contraband Police is pretty fun. It would be great to watch Andrew play it. It's like Papers, Please, but it's borderline patrol in Russia. You have to make sure everyone's checked off the IDs, get more and more strict each day. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. Thanks for the recommendation. We'll say we ended up adding a graded mummy to our wall today. That's pretty cool. Not every day you get to say that. You guys refuse to talk, huh? All right. Let's do this. And then we're going to call it, at least the gameplay. Yeah. Got more of those. Okay. We'll order you. Now we're going to figure out what to put here. We can add a new slide. Is there anything in tabletop we want to add? No new Speed Robo games. $8,000 collector's album sounds ridiculous. These mats never did particularly well for me. It's going to have to be here. Don't want a figurine. We just got a new figurine. What's big and new in these parts? $10,000. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. So many mats already. Could do another book, but the books don't particularly sell well. This playmat's nice. Let's look at booster packs first. Make sure there's not actual cards we need to be filling in. It's this, right? It's got to be this. Oh, it could be this. Destiny decks. This one's doing really well. All right, it's going to be between... Fuck it, we're going to go with cards. Oh, it's expensive. Hurts to spend that much money on a license. But we'll persevere. Have to work that much harder tomorrow. Make up for the loss. Probably remove one of those for the new red boxes when I hit 65. It's a ways away, though. Okay, put that there. I just realized I never actually bought those other ones, huh? Not really the place for it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna actually buy a box of the Destiny packs after this, I think, and rip it. Since we're already ripping these. Mark's giving air conditioning advice. Pay attention and listen. He's an expert. People pay for that advice. You're getting it for free. Can the store get even bigger? Oh, absolutely. And we will make it bigger. Don't you worry about that. We've got the money. We've just been kind of sitting on the money today, making money, trying to figure out, not even trying to figure anything out, just like making money, knowing that we're going to figure out how to expand here in the near-ish future. Probably, what's today? Is it Tuesday? Right? Yeah, Tuesday. Please let it be Tuesday, and I'm not missing a day of my life. We'll probably tackle that tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an expansion day. The question is, the last expansion we did was in the main room. Is it time to expand room B again? Probably. But we'll have to see. It's going to be expensive no matter what we do. But that's okay. That's what we make all the money for. Mark says it costs you $300 every time I'm called out to diagnose a hot room, and I give the same answer every time. Hell yeah. Woo! Woo! Couple bangers. Jeff, you should check out the pinned comment. Oh, congratulations, Clark. It was about you quitting drinking yesterday. That's an awesome decision to make. And congratulations on making it. And stay strong. If you ever need, you know, a place to shoot the shit and vent and unload and, you know, talk about your frustrations or seek advice. I don't know that the advice will be any good, but that's what we're here for every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are here to be a chill, of course, but supportive and helpful and loving community. And you can fucking unload all over us, dude. We'll take it. But it's a huge step to take in a life. And I'm very happy for you. And I'm excited for you. And I hope that you stay strong. I know you will. Remember that you are capable of just about anything. We don't give ourselves enough credit for the things that we're capable of doing. Loin sniffer will take your load. Spence cosigns any rage dumps. See? There you go. I feel weird about saying that I quit drinking because it never really blew up on me. I didn't like who I was when I drank, so I stopped. It's been 599 days today. That's awesome, Maddie. You'll be 600 days tomorrow. That's huge. And don't feel weird about saying that you quit drinking because you don't have to. Everybody's floor is different, right? Everybody's rock bottom is different. You know, there are many levels in people's in the apartment or the high rise of people's lives. And sometimes, you know, rock bottom is in a basement. Sometimes it's on the 20th floor. Sometimes it's on the 5th floor. It doesn't matter. What matters is that when you hit it, whatever rock bottom is to you, right? It doesn't mean you had to destroy your life. You may have just hit the point where you realized you said or did some things when you were drunk that made you uncomfortable because you lost control and you don't want to find yourself in that position again. And that's your line. It doesn't matter if you destroyed your life and ruined every friendship you had, or if you just don't like who you are when you drink. Making the decision to do something about it and to make that change is the important thing. And you should be exceedingly proud of yourself and of that decision. And you should not compare yourself or your addiction or your demons to anybody else's, because there's always somebody who has it worse. There's always somebody who's been through more than you. You'll never compare. I have the same problem. I run into people constantly who I think like, wow, they had a problem. I had a problem with alcohol. They had a whole different level of problem with alcohol. And it's not a productive thought. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're taking care of yourself. And there's no reason to compare yourself or your issues to anyone else's. Comparison is the thief of joy. Bill the Thrill's right. Also, as Marnette says, you're an adult. You don't have to justify your decision to anyone other than yourself and your partner, if you have one. It's an excellent point. Do it for you. That's all you need. Yeah. The gully of rock bottom. Funny enough, COVID stopped me from drinking alone. I only drink in social settings now. Drugs were a thing I needed to kick for good. Comparison is the thief of joy. Thank you for the sub, G4. My company is my boss, my wife, and me. There you go, Mark. The eye contact was very intense. Oh, I didn't mean it to be Maddie. I'm sorry. I just wanted to talk to you, you know. I've just experienced a lot of people in my life who were like, I don't know. Maybe I have a problem with that, but I'm not throwing up on the floor You know, there's not blood in my stool. I'm not like, you know, I didn't lose my job, so I don't know. Do I really have a problem? You have a problem if you think you do, and that's all that matters. You know, if it's a problem to you, it doesn't have to. There's no scale you have to hit of misery or loss before you're allowed to make a change in your life. Not intense in a bad way. No, I don't. I didn't take it as intense in a bad way, Maddie. I keep making it weirder. Not weird at all. I know what you mean. Look, I've been saddled with me for 50 years. I know exactly what you mean. I got to put up with me all day, every day. I was ready to do it for me. Nothing really happened, and I just didn't want this for myself anymore. It's great. It's great that if you hit that point, you did something about it. That's the other thing too. Is a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people have. I was talking to somebody at a bar the other night. I wasn't at a bar drinking or anything. I was at a bar visiting some people, and I ran into a community member, a bunch of community members, and I talked to one specifically who was he's talking about wanting to stop drinking and talked about what a poison it was, and I, while I think it is, can be, I'm not like, I hate what alcohol, I hate what I did to alcohol. I hate hate's not a productive word in this conversation, but my issue was with my inability to manage alcohol. It wasn't with alcohol. I don't think people shouldn't be able to drink. I don't think adults shouldn't be able to enjoy alcohol. If you are not genetically predisposed to be an addict, I know a lot of people that have healthy relationships with alcohol. My wife has a cocktail twice a year, and it works just fine for her. You know, I got no issue with that. My issues with alcohol were all related to my inability to regulate, something that I liked way too much, and that became a huge crutch for me. And then the crutch became the problem. But that was all, you know, in me. Feeling up to making another NPC this week for the Village of the Jeff joke turn module, or should I tack in a sick dwarf or elf or something somewhere? Sick dwarf sounds cool. You guys like Sick Dwarf? It sounds like it's another band we're talking about. Okay, we've made our day. Let's end it. Oh, we spent $10,000. We still made $2,300 despite the fact that we had $16,000 go out yesterday. Is owning up to it being your inability to handle it the hardest part about quitting? Well, I can't speak for everybody or anybody else really, but it was, I don't know. I don't know that there was a hardest. I don't know that I can delineate that way, you know? There was a lot of ingredients that went into the stew of my alcoholism, you know? Inability to handle it is a big part of it, and it's where a lot of self-loathing and really negative internal thoughts come from. But there's so much else that goes into it, you know? I don't know. It just all sucks. I don't know that I can rank it, as it were. Goof on cards and whatnot is a bump and spot. Okay. All right, we're going to call it here. Hopefully we don't have a weird save issue again. It's definitely day 69. Level 50. Okay. Back to full webcam. That'll be it for the game today. My throat's catching up with me. Feels like a real introspective part of sobriety. Well, it's one thing about getting sober is, let's do it. Let's game about it. 66 says, my dad was a bad alcoholic his whole life. He basically drank himself to death. His liver and his organs failed. He couldn't quit drinking. It ruined our family. When I hear that you've made it another year without drinking, I'm so excited for you. That's my alarm. Let me know I got to record today. When I hear that you've made it another year without drinking, I am so excited for you. I've seen what drinking can do to a family and a person. Here's to many more years of sobriety for you. Thank you so much, Let's Game. And I've unfortunately seen what it's done to some family members as well. And it's watching someone die of cirrhosis is horrifying. It's a horrifying way to die. And I also, not what got me sober. I saw it, experienced it, and continued to drink for years. It wasn't enough to stop me. But it is a heartbreaking way to lose your life. It's all Dr. Pepper Zero for me nowadays. Hell yeah. It is terrible. Thanks to the company, Mr. Fedora Mustache. I have an actual question. Being sober, is it hard feeling like socially or even for yourself not having something to unwind or a vice? I have so many vices. Baseball cards, reality TV, bicycles, coffee, tacos, candy. You just find different vices that are hopefully a little healthier than the other one, you know? I think people that have addictive personalities are going to find another thing to be addicted to. You just try to get addicted to things that are healthy. I watched my grandmother smoke and drink herself to death for the last few years. Almost all of her daily calories were coming from beer. I'm sorry to hear that. I stopped drinking for a year on a bet, and because I'm an asshole, it was easy. 7 years now? Hell yeah, Pooh Bear. Tacos are my next addiction, says Maddie Fettuccini. I love it. When I met my partner, she was in a 7 years into recovery, and she helped put my drinking into perspective. I still drink maybe 1 to 2 times a week, but it's cut down so much because of advice. She passed 10 years last month. Sorry to hear that. My grandfather was a lifelong smoker, and it was ultimately what did him in at the end. When I was probably 5 or 6, he made me promise him that I would never smoke a cigarette. Dude, it sucks, man. My grandfather essentially died of lung cancer and never smoked a cigarette in his life. He probably did smoke a cigarette in his life. I don't know that he never did, but he wasn't a smoker my entire. I knew him for 30 years and he never smoked. 36 years and he never 38 years. He died when I was 38. So I knew him for that long and I never saw him smoke. And then he died of lung cancer. He died of a cancer he got in the Vietnam War from God knows what. If I don't buy alcohol, it's more money for Warhammer minis. Easy choice. I hear you, Lungus. It's like it's more money for baseball cards. Diagnosed on Monday. She checked out on Friday. I'm so sorry to hear that, Wax. That's so soon, but that's kind of how it went for my grandpa too. I think he was dead in less than a month. Agent Orange likely. Some combination of that, yeah, or something. I think it was something over there. Haven't had vices take out loved ones, but cancers, heart issues, or sleep apnea since the age of 17. I'm 35 now, has been rough. Can't believe at the end of the month, my dad's first angelversary from colon cancer. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear you. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I lost my dad when I was 36, and it's been going to be 15 years this year, I guess. And it doesn't ever stop sucking. It just sucks. You don't miss him any less. Feel the absence constantly. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to lose a parent, no matter the age. I wish I could say it gets easier. Well, it does get easier, you know, in the sense that you're able to fill the hole with good memories. But it yeah, it just sucks forever. And grief just, it's limitless. Oh, Prada has some good advice. Anyone that is currently quitting says, I use the app I Am Sober, and it has like community boards of people at the same part of the journey, so you can talk to people. Also on day X trying to be sober, helped a ton of shit for me. Also, it tracks money saved. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Tracking money saved is a good idea. You'd give anything to have him back. I hear you, Maddie. Even though you're only 10 years older than I am, I've always looked up to you, Jeff. Oh, that's very nice of you to say. SCK. I was, it felt like too soon at 36. I mean, anything would feel like too soon. My mom is 70 and I'm 50, and if she died tomorrow, it would be too soon. Unbelievably too soon. But I think the thing that personally sucked for me and my dad was that, he's not my birth father. He was I don't know my birth father. And I had a stepfather growing up. He left my mom and I, abandoned us when I was 11. And Larry, who became my dad, who knew my mom before I was born, they had known each other since high school. They had been high school sweethearts, and that had just gone different directions, and they reconnected. So I was like maybe 10, late 10s when my mom and Paul left us. And that's another thing that still hurts. And so I met my dad, who I call my dad, my stepfather, Larry Wayne Ramsey, when I was probably 12. So it wasn't really like he died when I was 36. It was like he died when I only had 24 years with him, That's just not enough time. Wonga says, grief is the price of love. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that makes so much sense to hear. I agree. I feel like we're going to make Jeff cry today. Nah, you guys aren't going to make me cry. Thinking about my dad makes me cry. I just loved him so much, I wanted to have a dad so badly. My mom was a great mom. She filled the role admirably. Still does, but you want a dad. And I had such shitty examples for most of my life. And when I finally got one, it was such a motherfucker to lose him early, especially in my 30s when I had so much to figure out. It's like you think when you're an adult, you're done, but you need so much more advice as an adult than you ever could have imagined and that you ever could as a kid, Anyway, it sucks to lose the ones we love, but it happens. It happens to all of us. And at the end of the day, you just have to think, I don't know, you just have to focus on the bright side of it and the positives of it, right? I got to spend 24 years with the greatest guy. I was lucky to have a dad for 24 years when I didn't think I ever would, I thought I was going to be dadless for my life, and then it turned out I wasn't. And so you just hold on to that time you had, and you cherish it. You just cherish it. And you just think about them every day of your life. Even though he's been gone for 15 years, I think about my dad every fucking day. Oh, man. Never enough time. It's true. Don't be sorry for my loss. I'm sorry for all of your losses. I've had 15 years to deal with mine. Thanks, human guy. Really appreciate the sub. Sounds great, Maddie. Thank you. I hear you, Regulation Welsh. I hear you. Greeky floorboards with the subs. Thank you so much. My birth father told me that I was making a mistake in getting married at 24. He hasn't talked to me since 2012. I'm working really hard to be a better dad to my girls. I guarantee you're doing a great job. The fact that you're even thinking about it means that you're doing a better job. You're doing a great job. The fact that that's on your radar means that you're doing a great job. Jeff ugly crying. Well, I'm not gonna ugly cry. It's the one thing that gets me a little bit. I'm pretty good about everything else, but when I think too much about my dad, that'll get you for a minute, you know? What an energy to bring to the Mario Party. I'm gonna peel off here in a minute. I'm gonna go take a shit. I'm gonna lay down for a few minutes, collect my thoughts. I'll be fine. I'm if the military and Rooster Teeth taught me anything, is how to compartmentalize. So I'll be okay. Just lock that away and throw it in the fucking back of the room. Love to the regulation family. Yeah, love to you guys too. I learned we share a tattoo artist for at least one of ours, and it changed my life. Oh, who are we talking about, Prada? Who's your tattoo artist? You have a tree frog with her name? That's sweet. Eric Axel. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that dude in many, many years. He was the guy who taught us how to tattoo in the tattoo documentary. He was a nice guy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I'm really sorry to hear that. Do I have a tattoo for my father? Yeah. I have his initials right here. It's upside down, obviously, but Larry Wayne Ramsey name. He told me his butthole is the only thing that isn't tattooed. Yeah. Last time I haven't seen him in probably 10 years, but last time I saw him, he was going through and getting his face lasered off, and he was brutal, trying to take some face tattoos off. Doing as much as you can with your kids. That's what you got to do for them. You just got to be better than the previous iteration, you know? Just constantly try to be better than the past. My spouse got a huge knee tat recently, and it fucked him up for like a week. Yeah, knees and elbows are rough to recover from. They're not fun to get. I'll never get my elbow tattooed again. Fuck that. I've had both elbows tattooed and then touch ups. So I've had both elbows tattooed twice. So four elbow sessions, and I will never fucking do that again. Good artists are going to be booked up, Maddie. That's the problem. Tattoos are one of those things where you don't want to skimp on, you don't want to save money on, you want to pay the more it costs, chances are the better the artist is going to be, and the longer it takes you to get in with them, the better the artist is going to be. If it takes 2 years to get in, you're going to get a tattoo that's worth it. Just get on that list early. Elbow or clavicle? I guess I have a little bit of clavicle work. Yeah, I got some clavicle. The problem with clavicle and that sternum area, I don't know that I can isolate clavicle, but just like the sternum area is that it vibrates your brain. Like I can feel it in my teeth, I can feel it in my eyes, I can feel it in my head, and it's not a cool feeling. I did not like that at all. But elbow is torture. It feels like you're paying somebody to physically torture you, to slowly. Like, you ever get a bruise? And you're like, oh, fuck, my skin's all yellow. That hurt. You ever get a bruise in slow motion? That's what an elbow tattoo is. It's a slow motion bruise that takes like an hour and a half. It just fucking sucks. Oh, Gavin's nose is nothing. Legs are nothing. Legs and arms are a fucking joke. Elbow sucks. Ditch is supposed to be bad. I was lucky in that my ditches didn't hurt too bad. A lot of people have real issues with ditch. I did not. Ribs are bad. Chest was real bad for me. Knees, obviously, I haven't tattooed really, but my elbows are really bad. I hear the most painful place to get tattooed is behind your knee, or the line between your butt and your thigh, that like butt line you have. That and the back of the knee are supposed to be the absolute worst places to get tattooed. The elbow is hot. It's a burning, slow pain. I can still feel it like it was yesterday. Brother has the top of his feet tattooed. I haven't done that yet, but I'll probably get around to it. All right. That's probably good for today. I'm going to go take a second to lay down, try to summon the strength to hate my friends for 10 minutes. What makes you choose to bear the pain for a tattoo? Well, once you started, you fucking stop. You're done with an unfinished tattoo. There's nothing worse than that. What tattoos will trick you? You want it more than you remember the pain, and then as soon as you start getting tattoos, you go, "All right, this fucking sucks. I shouldn't have done this," but it's too late at that point, you know. And you don't get tattooed again until you forget about that. Everybody have a fantastic day. Everybody says hydrate. You gotta hydrate. Yeah, I will definitely hydrate and take some medicine. I'm sorry that I was a little under the weather today. I was not expecting getting a cold or whatever that I have here in the middle of fucking April, but here we are. Everybody have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself. And hug and love your loved ones. Appreciate them. And I will see you guys here tomorrow morning bright and early. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. We have some schedule stuff this week. I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, I'll see you here this morning bright and early at 8 a.m. for a regular day. We are recording the Mario video at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so I will have that in the far in the rearview mirror by the time I'm ready to hang out with you guys. Love you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.